dagang, yung panglaw. Kung tangnan, lima ka kawa, lima ka, ito nga, kaldero, na, pinabili na po. Ay na po ka ng duha. Kapag
Di ka tikaw kagang?
Ikaw, kuti?
Ah, labi no.
Labi, uy, kagang.
Unod kaayo.
Ano laging itong
Ayun na
nga
Oh, ito.
Hindi, may itong.
Kaya na, sa ako.
Nasa naman sa
Sa dagat.
dagat na ng mga
Oh.
pangpang. Di man na siya mukhang bugaw nga kuan to kayo. Kaya naman sa dagat. Na itong kagang nga nasa ani mga
lagi
bay mo
mo
na
akong
doon.
maramdaman ka na.
Kana kana tapos ato man nila kuan sa kana mga pangpang.
Alam sila, nakuha kita itong mga tungkuan nila.
Duha ka kaldero dagko nya gibudol nila. Wa din nila mahurot. Mo tay pakuha gahapon ya gawan ba ya?
Nagsudan pa dyan
Yung
pagkabili.
siya na nadabilin.
Gulagay ya.
Nagbili lagi isa ka kaldero. Pagkabili
Ito na ni
ni
iya
ikaw,
mo lang ka.
nagbili.
Sayang binilabi ka niya.
Iwasan na lang lagi na.
Ina ko busog na.
Butang Grace. Ingnon na din yan. Okay, disperse. Ate manas na lang.
Sorry. Kamunin ang kamong kayo. Nagawa ko lagi na smartphone. Alam mo lang take out.
Naligo na ni. Naligo na ni.
More or less good.
Hi, Mark.
I was thinking about you today, dude.
What context?
Diet. Like, how hard is it to start a diet place?
I mean, I'll have one SML thing. I don't know how to answer your question. There's free diving, which we're not doing. There's also scuba diving.
That's what I thought. Scuba.
So scuba, there's a lot of overheads.
Is there?
Now, some of these can be circumvented. This is a difference here.
Right.
Some of these, so like, the most obvious overhead is a boat.
Right.
Okay? And if you have a boat, you need a boat captain,
Yep.
and you need a mechanic, all the shit that goes into owning a boat, right?
Right.
But then, thank you. And mind you, a lot of this shit can be navigated. It doesn't necessarily mean you need to go out and buy a boat. You can hire a guy who's got a boat. Job done. Much cheaper. Okay, he's a cunt. Maybe his boat sucks. Right? So,
Not reliable.
right. Alright, so scuba. The next thing is equipment. Now, if you're running like, let's say you've got a fucking guy that's your boat captain, who knows all the spots and all the spots that the people that think they know all the spots don't even know about. You can cater to a demographic of people that would have their
Saan na
own
yung cellphone?
equipment. Because scuba divers are always want to see what people haven't seen yet. That's the shit. So if you have a business model, so I'm speaking on like a friend of mine's business model is he works on an island in Honduras, and his entire business model is predicated on we're going to take you where no one else knows, because my captain is an islander and knows all these secret spots.
Yep.
So he gets people that pay and have their own gear and travel with an extra suitcase. My point is, you got to buy all the gear if you're going to be teaching like courses, and you get Joe and Mary from Illinois.
Right.
They want to do their open water. Well, you're going to have equipment, and that means that if you don't know how big Mary is, you're going to need a range of sizes. So you're going to get 30 wetsuits, 20 wetsuits, 20 BCDs, or 10 BCDs. 10 regulators. So my point is there's a lot of overheads. Those can be navigated if this is really new. When I say about free diving, there's none of that shit. None of these fucking overheads.
You don't need it. Yep.
You don't need a compressor. You don't need tanks. You don't need a lot of shit. So diving can be very lucrative if like you're laundering money.
Right. Yeah.
If you need to make a lot of money disappear, no problem.
Right. Yeah.
I've also heard it described as just a money pit.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. I think that it kind of goes back to that famous saying of location, location, location. You know, I'd really like to have a dive center, but it's got to be somewhere where there isn't that much competition.
Right. And there's way too much competition.
There's a lot of competition. You know, like I've had colleagues offer me some sort of angel investor shit, and I'm like, it's not a good investment here. Maybe somewhere else. Like, I got a homie after listening to the Voice of the Quiet. He wants to do something in Jamaica.
Okay.
And Jamaica is a good location.
Warm water area.
It's warm. You speak English. There isn't. Obviously, there is some like establishment, but not that
Ayun, good ay.
It's still kind of
Ayun na.
Open.
open season. And it's close to the States. So if
Kira
there
mo na.
is any issue
Ano aram ko? Oh?
medical,
Yep.
you can move to the States relatively easily. I have a friend or a colleague, a guy I know, they got decompression sickness in the Bahamas. But there's no hyperbaric chamber
Yep.
in the Bahamas. So he actually had to pay somebody in the neighborhood of about 20 grand to get a charter on a boat from Long Island, Bahamas to Florida to get treatment. 20 grand. I don't have a check like that.
No.
So, you know, that's the first thing. Like, what's the location? Does it? So here, there's a lot of things to like. For one, I think that a lot of T's can be crossed and I's can be dotted simply with driving. You're not going to be able to get away with driving as well in first world nations.
Well, isn't that the cost of doing business? You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
Especially here, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, like, I've often thought this to myself, like, the best way to open a dive business is to launder someone's money.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
You know, it's not your business where that money came from.
Right.
You've got an arrangement with them,
Shit's paid.
and it's paid for. And all you gotta do is handle the books.
There you go. Motherfucking business.
Right.
Akong gitiwas akong katunga last time. Nakit-an ako. Great ka, Herbie.
Ready to go? Next team.